Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We welcome everybody to Egbe Orisha Ifa Temple. I just wanted to show you all the front of the building and what it looks like when you walk in. So we get ready to get started. We're listening to some music. People always ask, where is it? They can't find it, all those things. So when you come up the road, you can see the Loving Hands Daycare sign. And we're right there on the left. Alright, sorry about that. A little bit back so you can see the doors. So we are having our Moves and Magic meet and greet. Hey Tamara! These are your sisters. This Tamara's on right now. And some of the ladies. This is our temple store. Let me walk slower. Okay, so you can get your spiritual supplies Monday through Saturday, 12 to 7 p.m. It's the lovely artwork of one of the M3 sisters. It's all over the temple here. You can see her, and we have all the different shrines, so you can bring offerings to Oya, Shango, Ifa, Eshu and Ogun, Oshun, Yemoja and Olokun, and Obatala. Alright, so I'll go ahead and turn off the dog days so y'all can actually hear for real. And that's been the scariest thing, because it's like, okay, what's actually what feels right, exactly. Alright. Give some people a little bit of time to join us. Look at that. Do it rain every meet and greet?
Every time you start getting nervous.
Hey, that's a peaceful thing.
I'm nervous?
You were at first, and now you calm down.
Oh. I was like, was I nervous? Oh, okay. I tried to be good today. I got my emotions in order and everything. Oh, that's what I didn't show y'all. I wanted y'all to know when I invite y'all to these meet and greets, right? You know, that I actually bring like really good refreshments. It's your coffee station. Okay. Since we public live, I won't curse too much this time, but you know, ain't no punk snacks on this table. Just so you know. So it's always good to just come and see and find out what's going on with Moves and Magic M3. For those who be watching later, I'm Omisharo. I am the owner of Higher Ground 7. Higher Ground 7 is the company that facilitates and puts together Moves and Magic, which is why we are here today. Get my phone to stop. There we go. Alright. Ty, can you do some things for me?
I'm sorry, can I do what?
Can you do some things for me?
Sure.
One is, let me see, I don't know where their information is though. I think it's on my phone here.
I'm trying to look for the live so I can share it.
Okay, thank you.
Is that what you wanted me to do?
That is one of them, yes, thank you.
Okay. I found it and so I can share it.
The amount of work that has put into this movie is just astounding.
Yeah. Look, let the people hear that. What you said, girl?
Honestly, I'm in awe. Like the amount of work that I see in this room is astounding. It's been a long time since I've seen something so pretty and so spiritual. So it's pure spirituality and it's accurate spirituality. There's a word again, accuracy.
Yes. Welcome, hey Brittany. Have a seat wherever. Don't worry, we haven't really got started. We're still shooting the shit. So just hey, come on in your skirt. Yes, boo. Yes. Yes, you can see. Yeah, you can put it back there. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I am trying to find a number to let her know she can come on now. Where is she? Where is it that she? Hey.
How you doing?
Good.
It's so good to see you.
It's good to see you too. Hey, everybody. You know I'm gonna talk about you, right?
What y'all say about me? What I do?
I haven't talked about you yet, but I will. Oh, somebody else joined on. Who that is? Well, just let me know if you want to let me know who it is. Let me know who it is. Okay. So this is
Trey sounds very nice.
Nice to meet you too, Ted.
Double kiss.
Good. You need me to do anything?
right now. No, you just share with the people.
You can have coffee. You know, boot camp Trey saying unless you have no sweets back there, but you can have.
Look, she is just here today. You can have whatever you like back there, but that's why I was eating on stuff before she came.
Everybody get guilty, don't want to eat around me.
Hi, Jasmine. Welcome. Thank you for being on, ladies. Thank you. So, again, I do this even if the other ladies who are out of town are unable to log on right now. They can always go back and see it on YouTube. So even for you, if you're like, okay, wait, I don't remember, you can just scroll through the YouTube video. It's Omisharo Rhymes, Omisaro. And rhymes, like nursery rhymes.
This is like really real babies, right?
Yes, this is a meet and greet for M3. That's why I'm very sad that Serenity could not make it. I didn't think about that when I chose the time. I would have made it a little earlier so she could enjoy a little something this morning. Yes, I'm sure. That is not true. Okay, what else y'all saying? Oh, they talking to each other. What's good? I gotta catch up soon. Miss y'all. Okay.
Oh no, it's not.
Okay, so I'ma just look. Somebody else manage that for me. I don't have to look at it. All right, so this is usually how it goes anyway. When we do the meet and greet, the first 15 minutes is us talking and prepping and eating. Did you want to get you some coffee and stuff and juice? It's liquor back there too. I mean,
It's Bailey's back there.
by liquor I mean liqueur.
Just a little hint.
Right? Yeah, just a little boost. It's also good juice. I'm all about the juice. So, enjoy. Oh, I didn't get a Madeline. How y'all let me do this? I didn't get a Madeline. Go with my coffee. Wait a minute. What? A Madeline. You gotta have Madeline with your coffee.
Oh, they pretty. It's like really cute. I didn't want to touch it.
I didn't either.
Oh, I ain't get no napkin either.
You didn't have one.
Cause I'm gonna hold it until I get tired of holding it. I'm gonna hold the thing, yeah. And then I'll be like, yeah, I'm done with this.
Anything else like juice or anything before you?
No, the coffee and this should be just fine. And then I'm sure there'll be something left for me when we're done. I can eat some fruit. You sipping some Baileys now? Ooh, almond milk one. There's an almond milk Baileys.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, must find. Yes. Okay.
Say Publix. Not Publix, come on. World of Beverage.
You said what?
World of Beverage.
Oh, okay.
Should have it. They have everything. They really do.
Almond milk Baileys. That's step 2.
You already know we're going over there.
I always make this joke that the class can't start until Charles eating something. Like literally, like the videos, you be like, there she go. She got something in her mouth again. What she eating today? Like every time. So, hey sis! My sister came on. Good. Okay. Okay, good. So, Tamara and Jasmine. Tony is my sister. Keep her entertained and stuff while she is watching as well. I know, right? I said I was calm. It ain't me. I swear it ain't me.
It might be boot camp Tracy.
It could be boot camp Tracy. Did it arrive with you, girl? Well.
I pulled up the park and started pouring. I was like, I was just at the other store.
See, I knew I was good. I was like, I'm calm today. I'm good. That happened a couple times. I was like hysterical and crying and stuff, and then it like stormed, and then like I calmed down. It was like, okay.
No, literally, like I was like, you have to calm down. I'm gonna get to the car.
Look, let's all go off the grid. They over here talking about something. I've been off the grid a bit. Tamara said, I need to be off the grid. We all need to be off the grid. Let's do it. Okay, so talking about moods, moons, and magic. All right, moods, moons, and magic is... Oh, it's flashing very bad connection. I don't like when I see that. We're going to make it through because you're going to chill out. Let all the circuits come through. So it's now a 7-month to a year sojourn that focuses on essentially self-development. That's the main key. But along with that self-development and how I try to give you tools to use just to make them really practical and everyday and kind of take the spooky, excessive intensity out of simple things you can do to just help you overcome challenges, whether it's just, I don't feel good today, how can I help make myself feel better? It's some crazy energy in here and it's throwing me off, like how can I shift that again? I'm having a really challenging situation like job change or moving or relationship or friendship or something like that. Like, what's my support system? What can I do? What kind of things can I do to help make this easier? It's still going to be a difficult transition, right? But what can I do to make it so that I feel hopeful through the process instead of hopeless? Okay. Some of those tools are, the first thing is through spirituality. So we're going through just basics in spirituality and understanding why that's important and what it really means. Again, I try to bring everything to like a very practical thing. So we start with self and honoring yourself and what that means and how you treat other people. And then because I'm an Ifa practitioner, I use Ifa and the Orisha as guides as we go through to talk about different energetic concepts. Each Orisha is going to represent some energy. So if it's Shango, we're going to talk about strategy and wealth. If it's Oshun, we're going to talk about womb health and sensuality in a different concept. With some of the others, we talk about different things like balance, how to bring yourself back to a balanced place. And I want to go with balance in the sense that appropriate to the situation that you are in. You've had those situations where you're with somebody and you're like, no, this requires urgency. Move, like get up and move. And they're like, well, it just, it's like, no, but this is a for real urgent situation. Like you need to be, so that we're always able to adjust and be flexible in those times, regardless of personality traits and things like that. But just that we can see what's going on and address the things accordingly. The other thing that I like about it is that you are going through a process with other women who are going through that process. Mm-hmm. So right off the top, they're all here to better themselves in some kind of way. Whether it's get knowledge on Ifa, whether it's learn about herbs and crystals and candles and stuff like that. We do all those things. But they're here saying, like, I am ready to make some type of change in my life, which starts you all off in the same kind of place. You have a place that may be for you separate from your regular circle of friends, your job people, things like that you can come to kind of like work out those frustrations and those little things you're trying to get better understanding of. So you have a group to hook into that can give you a different perspective, that can give you support. If you're someone who feels like you've been going it alone for a long time, you may find that friend, that you needed, or just some what I call like home, some home security. Like, okay, I tried to talk to my best friend. She ain't really get what I was saying. Hey, y'all, this is what I'm going through, and you come in and someone can relate to what's happening with you. Especially if maybe your friends so far haven't really been spiritual. If they haven't really, or maybe they are what I call closed Christian, like, they just can't hear nothing if it's not Jesus, because we can still be friends with other people in different traditions as long as they can still hear you. But some people can't hear you if you're not talking in that vein. So, and that can make it difficult. So, let's see. Oh, is it good now for you, Tamara? I think that was a minute ago, but let me know if it fixed. So that's like essentially what this is. So each class will walk through the different things. I try to build like a good foundation. So every time we learn something new, you're building on that thing. To tell you about myself and why good. So I'm from Alexandria, Virginia. For those who don't know nothing about that, I'm from D.C. I'm not from West Virginia. I'm not from Richmond. I'm not from Southern Virginia. So to give you an area, the DMV, if you're familiar with that, I have always done things to bring women together. Especially in adulthood. When I came out of high school, I started a program for women. Well, for like young girls, like ages. I think maybe Tony, if you remember, can you type it in there, please? Like ages 12 to 14 or so, something like that. And what we did was I did like a 2-part thing where they would come and share. We would talk about a topic or something like that so they can talk about what's going on in their lives. And then the last hour we would dance and work on a dance routine. So that was really, really awesome. And I really enjoyed that. And then I went on to, work, and I went to FAM for a little bit. I came back home. FAM still like my first love. But I didn't graduate from there. I came back home and I ended up going to Howard University, and I graduated from there. So you have to go HU because you just have to. So I went there, and even while I was working there, I worked at Starbucks for a long time. And I would get the ladies, we would all have like movie day. We all go to the movies, and it was like a whole thing: movies, ice cream, and then we might go eat or something or whatever. But I started to do like the sleepovers, grown folks sleepovers. We come, and I would be like, okay, now to the person to your left, tell them something about themselves that it was so interesting. Like, thinking back, I'm like, that's great, and also like really weird. But right, like, turn to your neighbor. Okay, so but it was really good, and those were some of like my best like memories. So I always wanted to help women come together and know how to do that and be good. Let's see. Did she answer? She didn't. Okay. Oh, see, Jasmine. Come on, Jasmine, coming through on the HU. All right. So let's see. At Howard University, I studied African American studies and elementary education and history. Yes, that's everything. So I graduated from there. Worked some more, decided to come to Georgia to be closer to my mother at the time. And so I went to Clark Atlanta for my master's, and I got my master's in Africana Women's Studies. So I've been pretty much all black everything, all women everything since like 14, really. And it's just something that's really, really like close to me as far as how we navigate this space, being both African American or Africana, which is wherever you're from in the diaspora of blackness, and being a woman in the process. So those are important things for me. So as we go through the sojourn, you'll hear like some of the lessons are, we talk about activism. What does that mean? What does that look like for us? And does it have to be marching out in the front, somewhere? Does it have to look a certain way to be activism? So we talk about that. I came to Clark, got to spend some time with my mother, and then my mother passed. Now two things happened. So in one of my classes, one of my favorite teachers, Dr. Layli Mapayan, she is, if any of you are academic folks and you've read anything womanist or whatever, she put together the Womanist Reader, and under Lily Phillips, if you're familiar with that. But then she also she wrote another book called The Womanist Idea. We used that during this sojourn, but that's like your, me and another friend of mine, we call it like our Womanist Bible. So it gives you, like, it puts vocabulary to things that you think or feel or, consider, but you didn't really know how to express it. It also has examples of women around the world who were doing things like totally shifted different things by their actions. So, like one woman, through spirituality and that's kind of the main thing, is that spirituality is at the center of these things. So one woman used spirituality to help her through, try not to mix facts, I want to say with Rwanda. I want to say that's what it was with. And her and a bunch of women were in a bathroom. They were hiding in the bathroom. And in that time, she used learning languages to keep her mind. They prayed all the time and all these different things. Like, they were there for a very, very long time. That's a bunch of women. You got cycles. you're in the bathroom. All these things. And she was able to make it through. And when she came out, she ended up becoming an interpreter to help in mediation and stuff like that. So another woman is one who started the Greenbelt movement. And that was reforesting different parts of Africa, where they kept pulling the trees. And so she literally in like typical, no, you can't take it fashion, went out and prevented them from cutting down more trees. And then they also planted more trees and started a whole thing with that, which was amazing. So You can literally just look up any of those things and you'll find their names. But we talk about that, and so I bring that into this. And the reason why is because you want to connect. A lot of overcoming the challenges are connecting to your passion and your purpose. And so if you're still kind of like willy-nilly, I don't know what that is, it can make the daily things even more difficult. Okay? So that happened, and I had a class with her. One of the assignments was to do some type of community service. Like you could go out to a company and like organization and help, or you could do your own. So I did my own, of course, because that's what I do. And I did something like this. I made fresh juices, and we had snacks and things like that. And then I had these different topics for us to come and sit and talk about. And it was supposed to just be 4 hours, a 4-hour workshop, and then everybody goes home, and great. So 8 hours later, we're still sitting there talking about things. We covered things from our mothers to sexuality to just trying to deal with all of us. I think everyone who attended, we were all actually still in school. So how to navigate that, especially in graduate school as opposed to undergrad. We just talked about a number of things, and I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. So after that, my mother passed. I knew that the only way that I was going to get up out of the bed and continue to live life was to really like just dive into what I wanted to be doing in life. And Moves and Magic is the result of that. It started off as Yeye's Women. And so every now and then I do like a Yeye's Women, like just workshop, like one day thing. And, that was like my tester. And then I was like, oh, women will come and, learn and do things for themselves and stuff like that. I also was able to, as a matter of fact, I think right when I started was when my mother passed, be a part of the Sacred Woman course, that's Queen Afua's course. And so one of her students came here and did that. I did not finish, but it taught me so much more than just the book Sacred Woman. Another Bible. It's another Bible. It taught me a lot about okay. Thanks, Tamara, for names. So it taught me a lot about women, bringing women together, how to keep it engaging, how to kind of like organize it in a way that they get the most out of it. Like one of the main things, we had this pre-work that we had to do, and that pre-work was something else. I mean, you just like it was intense because she had us going into all kinds of things, so we do some activities like that, looking into your relationships, and I call it taking inventory, because I feel like that's how you go from wherever you are to where you want to be. You got to take inventory of what's going on in different ways. So we do that a couple different ways. And it also taught me that like people are willing to pay me for what I came to give. And that was always a difficult space for me. And I want to talk about that because as women, it's almost like the world expects us to just give everything for free, no matter what it is. Everything. Even if we make a product, if we sew, if we paint, if we are, counseling, if we cook food, if we like everything, just whatever the skill is, they just expect us to give it for free. And so I was a little nervous about being like, I want to like do this and like sustain myself on this. I was really, really nervous about that. And I got over it. I went through some things to get over it. And part of the Sacred Woman program helped me to see that, especially understanding my own willingness to pay for that process, for someone to help me through a process of transformation. Understanding what that thought process is like, understanding like how a person might feel, and then what happens when you go, I can't do this anymore, or like what did I weigh? What made me say, okay, I can't finish Sacred Woman, you know? And so I always get to this point where, like in the group, I tell people, like, there's going to come a time and you're going to be like, nah, Shawty, I can't do this no more. And I'm going to be like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? And you're going to be like, I was just thinking about, I didn't see, so, right? Exactly. And I'm going to be like, but what's the problem? Because it's money or it's time. Some of the other stuff really is just extra, but the real reason is because it's work. No matter what you say, the real reason is because it's work. But what people tell me is money or time. Oh, it's money? Well, let's talk about that. It's time? Well, what you doing?
Nah.
You know, because this is for you. Right. Yes, all the way. Because what I've been able to see at this point, this is 3 years now. So what I've been able to see at this point is what happens to the women once they're finished. Where do they go after that? Like, what kind of things are they working through after that? And I mean, it's just amazing to me. Like, it's like seeing them when they're like, oh, I don't know, doing all that, and then they're like, yes, so excuse me. Well, all right, you know? And I think that it's a combination of things. I don't think it's just me, but I can see the progress and the benefits of making connections with other women, of doing the work, really doing the self-work of what it is that you want, and watching their lives change and shift, and, you know, them achieve things that they want to achieve. So, yes, I'm going to do my best to be like, no, let's do this. Plus, it's a skill. You're going to have challenges all your life. Things are going to come up, and it's going to make you want to quit. And if you start that with the commitment you made to yourself, what does that look like for everything else that you do? You know? So, Jasmine saying, give thanks for Sacred Woman and Queen Afua. Yes. I'm so grateful that Queen Afua, at a time when nobody was feeling nothing about vegan, vegetarian, nothing, she was like, I'm going to push through and do this. So I'm grateful for that. Ifashayo, hey! That is something that I consider in creating this program as well. Like what that thought process is like. So after my mother's passing, I kind of created the program. I did one sojourn just by itself, one full sojourn, like the testers. We call those the originals. Oh, there's no originals here today. Oh, they're all out living and stuff. Yes, they're the originals. You'll see them around. But a number of things that came out of that, how the problem solving thing was something like, anytime there's a problem and you add spirit into it to create the solution, it's always far beyond what you imagine it could be. And so seeing women go through things like, well, I don't really know you, but you need somewhere to stay, so come live with me. Like, you know,
That's real.
in that particular sojourn, I know, like, just hearing this extra little in the back, and particularly, like, they had children, and so, I mean, there were sessions where literally it was like, so we just came over to sit down with the family to see what the heck is going on. All the children come on. And everybody, all the women came and talked to the children so that there could be some level of peace in the house. Helping the children through different things. I mean, it just goes far beyond yourself when you really commit to it and do the work. let's see. What else? The other thing was I come with people. I'm grateful for my support system of priests, of just community women and men who just really have been like, all right, cool. Like, Cheryl, I'm down with you. Like I know that you working on something that's good, and so I'll help in whatever way I can. And I'm grateful for that. It's again that different perspective, ways of building relationships. For a long time, for me, I thought every relationship had to be like your most intimate and loving and wonderful. And, oh, we're just best friends and we're so tight. And I see you every day and I call you every second, and But they don't all have to be that way to be beneficial to your life. And this community of people tell me the truth. They support me and pray for me. They they check on me. I'll never forget. So yes, and check me, so I did that first sojourn, and then they were all like, "Oh, this is great. I see how the ladies are doing. Okay, awesome." So they all started telling people, and then the second sojourn was like 50,000 women. Okay, it was 28. So I went from like the first sojourn had started with 11, and I think 5 graduated. Is it 5 or 4? I don't never remember. 4 graduated. A 5th would have, but she had to move to California, and I wasn't doing online yet. So the second sojourn, I added the online thing, so that meant I had women from all around, and it was 28 women, and I was like, oh shit, like what? But it was awesome. The originals came and helped work it out, and then people fade away, so it dwindled down. We ended up with 16 graduates in that class. And then it was literally like sojourn. Because I was like, I'm just going to do it. I was like, they told me that you're going to have mistakes and you're going to have these things called failures or whatever. I was like, so let's just hurry up and get that shit out the way so we can get on to greatness. So I just pummeled through. And one of the priests was like, bitch, what are you doing? Just like, how are you standing right now? Like when you thought to yourself, I was like, I just said, let's do it. And I really was excited about it. Like, I was really like, this is cool. And then towards the end, I was like, oh, okay, maybe not so much. Okay, let's pull it back some, But they'll do that. They'll tell me like, okay, I think that's too much. I'm excited for you, and that's great, but I think that you should. Like, that's how they come and talk to me. So I'm grateful for that. And I say that because you want to know that, one, like, things won't fall apart based solely on me. Right. So there's other people that you will meet and go and, and build relationships with that can assist. The first being the M3 ladies. There are now about 39 graduates, I think. Oh, there they go with the foolishness. Ifashayo came on, so now they can't act right. So she said best M3 ever, talking about her sojourn, of course. So you have about 39 graduates, and like actively still interacting with M3 group, and what's going on with me is probably about 25 or so. 25, 28, something like that. But they're around, and it's women who do all kinds of things, from therapists to hairstylists to real estate to artists, music, writing, acting. Like, I always tell people, like, hey, you ain't say nothing in the group though. Like, I'm looking for recommendations. Did you say something in M3? Oh, okay. Just because I'm very big on knowing people and knowing the person who's doing my hair, knowing the person who's making my body butter, knowing the person who is, sewing my clothes, whatever it is, like I want to have a relationship with you. And I'm also big on like business relationships and endeavors and supporting and things like that. So I'm also looking to promote you or like include you in something. Or when I have something come up, that's what I want to use, you know. So Ifashayo's sharing, everything you need is in M3. Squad like a motherfucker, that's what she says. We curse here. We do curse here. We speak freely here. I said I'm doing very well. This is very well for me. Let's see. Have I left out anything that I usually share, ladies? Ladies online, have I left out anything so far? That's about me. That's about the program. That's about the support of the program. Okay, so I will share the logistic stuff because some folks gotta leave and want to get the information. She said, Ifashayo, yep, Supreme being church lady today. Well, you know, I'm preparing for tomorrow morning. It's really, just before I go into like the regular things, it's really amazing to me. Just I'm always like humbled and grateful and proud and all the things a sister, friend, mama, auntie person could be for someone like, and always shocking. So I'll share my experience, give the details, and I'll let some other ladies share their experiences. So when that second sojourn started, I actually I was on leave from work because I had some pains and I was going to have surgery, and there's all these things going on. And two things I was concerned about. Nobody would hold down the M3 ladies because that second sojourn was fairly new. They were still like learning each other and working through some things. And two, nobody was going to hold me down after the surgery. Not that my family wouldn't be there, but like we are a very, very busy, active family. So I was like, there's a lot of things that need to be done. I was supposed to be moving. I mean, it was just so much. And this whole like, oh, you going to have surgery? It's going to be simple. And I was like, yeah, it's supposed to be 4 incisions. I came out with like 5 incisions and like 2 cuts and some extra stuff and all this. So like I couldn't do anything. And these ladies went on rotation. They came and they cleaned my apartment. They came and they packed up my shit. They came and they moved me from one place to another. Like, and I was just like, if I had been stuck on, I don't like people in my house. I don't want people to know about my stuff. I don't want people to know that this shit looks fucking horrible. Like, I had to just tell them, like, it's fucking dirty in here. Because I couldn't all that bending over and scrubbing the tub and all that. I couldn't do that. So I was like, it's dirty. I was like, there's no way I can heal in this space. Like, no way whatsoever. Like, I can't do it. Like, I was sitting on my bed, like, I don't want to touch anything. I don't want to use that bathroom. I don't want to, like, they came through, open windows and shit, and got the energy all going, and like, yes, like, I was laying there, I don't even know what I was doing, but one sister came, and she was doing her cleaning thing. She had something playing for me. It's probably bells or singing bowls or something. I don't know. All I know is I'm pretty sure I was asleep, but my eyes was open. Like, I saw everything that was going on, but I was rested so well. I was like, oh, this is amazing. Like, it was just really amazing having that kind of thing happen. Sitting and thinking, and, you know, I'm always concerned about the people around me. Like, what do they need? You know, what does my husband need? What does my co-wife need? What does, you know, the temple or whatever store or whatever need? What does this sister need? Like, and then sitting there and being like, okay, you know what? I'm going to just ask M3. These are some things that are happening. Can anybody? And it'd be like, sure, I could do this. Sure, I could do that. Sure, I could do this. Sure. All right. Wasn't afraid to ask. You know, like, you go ahead and ask. You never know what you might get. Cool, great, another lesson. And then this past year, adding on like I said, my crazy self and them sojourns. So last year I was like, ooh, let's cut back some things. And in that process, I had to do a little more self-care about how I was dealing with the interactions with everyone, right? And so again, I'm always worried, so who's gonna step in the gap? Because that's usually me. Who's gonna fill in the gap? And I was just so, I guess it's more of a proud mama moment, when people would say, "Oh, so and so came to help me. Oh, this person came to help me. Oh, I'm meeting with so and so. She's gonna take me to this place that I need. Oh, I can't get to the doctor, so this sister's been coming to take me, make sure I get to my doctor's appointments." Oh, I was like, look at them. Okay, here we go with the battery died. Okay, juice it up. Okay, we should be okay now. So, having that happen without me having to, hey, you should talk to so-and-so, and hey, let me do this. And then, because before, that's what I kind of had to get people to do, so they would, so you would know, because most people don't share, what they do and what their gifts are and things like that. But because everybody talks to me, I'm like, don't you know that so-and-so can, get you straight on this? And, and so I would do that. But this time, they asked, they actually called. I was like, I don't even remember seeing a group me message about that. Oh, shit, y'all got numbers and stuff? Okay. Calling each other directly, and really building. Right. So those are the things that for me have just been, as far as the group. Individually, it's been coming back and looking again at the information that they got at M3. Specifically to me as a teacher. Oh yeah, you did give us that, huh? Oh, I got a whole thing of notes on this. I didn't even know I give you quite a bit of information. It's like your reference, you go back oh yeah, we did talk about that, or we did get this. And then seeing them revisit it and reapply it to life again later, once they've gone through more of the transition and transformation and things like that. So let's see. What's they saying? Ifa Shayo says she ready to share. What has M3 done for me? She said help with motherhood, sisterhood, marriage, business, learning to share, learning selflessness and safety, tons of practical spiritual tools, how to be fully me, raggedy shit and all, and to constantly seek to be better. I love my M3 sisters. Oh, then they talking about some other stuff. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about who's doing thumbs down. I don't give a shit. That makes no sense to me. Logistics and whatnot. Okay. The sojourn will start. Now I do need my phone. Thank you. Look, don't look at no messages. Go straight to the calendar. So the sojourn will start in April, and it looks like it will be April 16th. Gloria, are you writing that down for me? Okay, thank you. So April 16th is when we will start. So there is, Oh, right.
So that would be the
Right, sorry. Yes, because you guys will meet on Wednesday. My bad. Good job. That's what she's there. Need people, right. Need people to help you out. Sorry, April 18th. Because you will meet on Wednesdays. You do not meet every Wednesday, but it's probably about three Wednesdays out of the month. And I like to stay flexible within that for self-care and business and shit. So, so somewhere within that. And it'll be Wednesday evenings at 7:30 to 9:30. Okay. Jasmine said, "Hey, Gloria." It's not a new hair color, girl. It's just, you wash it and you go, girl. It's just what it's doing. We just letting it do what it do. That's all. But thank you. Tamara said, "Omi jokeo." Thank y'all. All right. I always like to share for anyone who's like, why should keep reading what they're saying? I always like to share because it really does help keep everyone connected and their personalities, even though they're not here. And I always invite everyone into town, and then when they're here, you be like, "Hey!" So it's great. Yes, it's great. It's great. Okay. So then, what else do you need? Okay, so there's a registration fee of $125. So if we start on April 18th, I think what I'll do this time is your registration fee will be due by April 15th. And then your first payment would be due, let's see, we mean Wednesdays. Okay, go with Wednesday. On May, go back to the right month, 7th. So that'll be like your pay date for each month is the 7th of each month. You got that too? It's $100 a month. $100 a month. So at the beginning, I said 7 months to a year. I'm gonna tell you why. Originally, so far it has generally been 7 months. Only the originals did 8 months. They really did more like 10, but 8 months. There are some extra classes that I want to incorporate into the process that I think will be beneficial because, again, what I'm still seeing is that if we don't set time for it, we don't do it. And so no matter how much you say, go and do this and then come back to class. Go and do this, and be like, well, okay, so listen, Wednesday is your day. That's your day. After 7 p.m., that's you, all you, nothing but you, nobody else but you. From 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. I'm saying 10 p.m. for a reason. Just go with it. 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's all you. So if I incorporate these other classes, it will give you a full year. Well, you will then also have physical interactions as well, like the yoga, womb yoga. It might just be dancing or something like that. You never know. One group, we had to come have church because that's what got the ladies flowing a little bit better. So you never know what's going to be expected, but it's room for those extra healing classes that you need. So we might come and have someone do yoga with us. We might come and have someone do the womb stuff. We might come and do a little more with aromatherapy. For the most part, these things have been incorporated in the process. So because of trying to fit everything into 7 months, sometimes aromatherapy gets 10 minutes. That's the other part in the flexibility. Who's that, Kofi? Oh, she coming in? Oh, okay. So, to give those a little bit more hands-on practical touches, they will be there. And I do online so that you can still see, even if it's womb yoga and stuff, you just have to create the space to do it and take the time to do that as we do it with class. So I have created some systems that's pretty good as far as making sure, even if you're online, you can have the tools and things like that to go through the aromatherapy or spiritual bath or whatever. I also like for people to come into town. So this weekend was one. I don't know where Egon Femi is. Now I'm worried. I'm worried though. She got here yesterday. But anyway, she came into town this weekend. We have some of you already know, but if you didn't, this is the Atlanta Hoodoo and Conjure workshop day. So that's today at 2:00. So I like to jam pack stuff in because I feel like if you traveling, then we gonna get all this in, right? So she told me she was coming into town. I was like, so then we need to have an M3 event. So we're gonna all go skating later after the workshop. So I like to, right? So I like to put things together, and so give you face-to-face time too with the other sisters who are online. Let's see. Okay, singing, booty pop salute, you know. Had to give her booty pop salute. Okay, extra classes. Oh, okay, Tamara's excited about that. Okay, Jasmine says, ooh, womb yoga. Oh, they talk, okay. Listen, I ain't messing with y'all. These things. So, let's see, what information am I forgetting? Oh, how do you reach me? Okay, Higher Ground, I was like, this is live, right? This is public. Okay, higherground7 at gmail.com. That's HIGHERGROWND and the number 7 at gmail.com. Emailing me is an excellent way to reach out to me. I'm not one of those people that ignores emails, especially if you stick M3 in the heading. I'm going to be like, whoa, what? Hold up. What you said? Let's see. You can find me at any of our locations. Here at Egbe Orisha Ifa Temple, Yeye's Mapleton is what we call this location. Yeye's Cascade, or Chakra Shop. That is in Little 5 Points. So there's cards and stuff everywhere. You can always call Yeye's Botanica on Cascade is like the hub. So you can always call there and be like, I was trying to get to the lady about the M3 something, and they'll be like, oh, all right, Sharo, okay, let me take your information or whatever, you know. If you visit there, my card is there. You can pick it up, and it has all my information on it as well. And make sure you take it today. Also, before you leave, I will need to get your email address and phone number. 1, so if you text me, I'm not like, who that? And then 2, so I can send you the official details of what's going to happen with the Sojourn Coming. Okay. You can pay through Cash App. You can pay through PayPal. You can pay at any of the locations. I always suggest that after you send payment, you text me.
What's your PayPal information?
It is higherground7 at gmail.com. Hey, Shangolaye. Okay. Let's see. What else? I'm good on all the information. Those who know, been through this before. Okay, so who wants to go first? Because we don't have no originals. And Ifashayo already went representing Summer 16. Oh, Summer 16. So she already shared her what has M3 done for you lately? Come on, yes! Gotta learn to jump in. Okay, so that brings us to, because who else is here? Tamara. Huh? Oh, yes. And Tamara. Second that emotion. Tamara, can you begin to type your M3 sayings to the people, please? She's also from Summer. So while she's doing, we'll have it a me day. Vaughn. Sure, I'm still going to. You know. Us.
Oh, okay. We graduated in fall 16. This is one of my sisters. We have one more, which is 3 of us. We had a little group. We were the shape shifter. And this is what our graduation we did together. Oh.
Look, keep it up. They gotta see folks online. Yeah. Because they gangster.
But M3 is really all the things that Ifashayo already said. Like I I don't know what else to say. Personally, for myself, it has really taught me how to speak up.
Yes.
Everybody know I said at every graduation that I had, not anymore, I had a throat chakra problem where I was afraid to speak. And Cheryl and being with these women, they helped me find my voice because they made me feel comfortable. And because I used to have this thing of everybody gonna judge me, whatever I say, somebody gonna judge me. No. With these women, it's genuine love. Like, it's not even I can't even explain how when I first came to M3, I didn't know anybody. We all had our preconceived whatever we had about just coming into this space and being vulnerable. But it was like after like the first couple of meetings, it was like, yeah, it felt right. I wasn't afraid to speak up or to say what I felt. But within the group. Now once we got in these big spaces, it got a little challenging, but it really helps you tap into that thing that you are trying to show the world that you're supposed to bring, like your purpose, if that's the word. It really helps. And Cheryl, our group, called her the perfect bully because she really, really pushed us out there to do those things that were living inside of us. And this is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity, and it is a wonderful experience. The financial thing came up for me too, and it was just like, I don't know how I'm gonna finish, but I finished, and it was one of the best things I have done. I can say outside of having children and getting married, because it has really helped me change and become the woman that I knew lived inside of me.
Yes.
That's how only thing I say.
Because we know how like clap for that.
I know.
Yes, you can clap. Clap for the people.
Girl, that was poetic.
All right.
Because she said
So-
something don't like to admit
Yeah.
that she didn't have a voice.
And you can never tell that just from her speaking. Right. Never.
Always with great confidence. Okay, so Tamra is shedding. Is that completo? Okay, I thought there was a little more extra. So Tamara says, M3 was a prayer come to fruition for me. I prayed for a toolkit to help myself with the day-to-day, to tap into my spirituality with authenticity, and for a cipher of sisters who saw me and I could see them too. It gave me a lens through which I could clearly see the world and a microscope through which to examine myself in new ways. Oh, that's so poetic. Y'all don't know Tamara's like a little scientist. She like to, get your garden dirt and stuff together and all those things. So that was like extra, like the layers of meaning in there. Like it's just awesome. So it's wonderful, wonderful. Okay, who else is online? We just have Jasmine and Ifashaya. I forgot. Who else? I think that's the only other ladies that came online. Okay, so Jasmine will share when she gets to her sojourn. Oh, okay. All right. Are you ready or? You don't have to talk, but you can share your one statement or your best practice or your. Oh, Macy, hey boo. Oh yeah, Jordo. See, and she can come right on up. See, you got your sister, haven't you? All right.
Yeah, I'll say. So I was telling Charlotte yesterday, it's kind of interesting after coming to meet and greets different times to kind of see what things I shared and how I've changed, how I've evolved. So like thinking about where I was when I was still in M3, sharing my experience with ladies, and then seeing where I am at these different stages as I continue to grow. So I think where I am now, what I think is most important to me to share with those of you who are interested is very much what Vaughn was saying and what the other ladies have said. It's an investment in yourself. And so if you feel in any way that this is for you, please do it. Give it a shot. If you don't know where the money is coming from or whatever other things, like try not to let that stop you. Like it's worth it. You need it. Invest in yourself, not just financially, but the time, getting to know these ladies, everything that you learn. Like it's so much that happens in class and while you're in the sojourn, but after you're finished or after you graduate.
Yeah, we like to just say graduation because they get funny when I say this is the end.
Graduate, and even just all of the relationships that you develop with the other ladies, both in your sojourn and then across sojourn, that you get to know each other, whatever. It's amazing. I mean, it's so organic, it just flows. And it's something that's so needed. And I've been really fortunate in my life to not have had a troubled kind of history or traumatic history in relationships with women, even though I know some of us have that story. And so it's amazing to me how much this space still blesses me, but to see how for those who do have had challenging relationships with other women, to see them grow and flourish and be like, man, I can really have genuine interactions with other women. And as you're investing in yourself, right, to be in a space where other people are doing the same thing, it feeds you in ways that you have like no idea. So that's my little 2 cents. And there are other things that happen. So when Charlotte said she come with people, I'm repping today. My giraffe shirts.
I was gonna wear mine, but it ain't match. It wasn't green.
So during our sojourn, Charlotte was going through another program, a business development program or whatever. So I attended her graduation for that program, and I was like, okay, I want to do that too. So I did. I graduated from that program by this time last year, and created a business through that. And so we call ourselves Giraffes. You'll learn about that maybe more.
Yes. Right. March 31st. March 31st, baby.
But
yes.
I bring that up too, just to reiterate that, there's so many things that you may come, to this space thinking that you're coming for. And you may be coming for that. But there are all these other things too that can happen or that are available to you. I didn't come to this really not for real thinking about, okay, I'm ready to start a business or do this thing. It was something that happened organically, just being in this space and getting to know people that Cheryl knows. Like, oh, okay, this is really cool. So it's so many things. Like, she shared, okay, this the meat, this the main thing, but it's all these other things too that can happen. So, if you've got any little twinkle of anything, it's like, maybe I should try this. Listen to that. Listen to that and take heed to it.
So, Tamara says, I'm always and forever grateful for M3. It has been my lighthouse and a grounding point. Let's see. Okay, greeting. Okay, Tamara says, ain't no end. Right. And Jasmine says, for life. So, there you go. All right, so that is fall 16, right? So, that means we coming to winter.
Well, she's spring. Winter.
No, spring. No, there's no winter. There was no winter. There was spring. That's still the next one, though.
Okay.
It is you, oh.
It is me, hey. I am from Spring 17, and it was 4 of us in our class. And we got Cheryl her shoes. I just want y'all to know.
Oh, yes. Okay, wait. They can't see. Let them see. So you can see the only.
Do you see? Do you see on the shoes?
Yes.
Okay, so because my sister Rico is an artist, and she also, I'm gonna show y'all this too. Shout out to Rico. She also did this for the Elay. So that's it was just 4 of us in our group, and
y'all hold a certain title. Shout out your title. Y'all
the only ones.
We're the only ones that started with 4 and completed with 4.
Oh, that's a blessing.
Only. Yes, the only ones so far. Yes, others will try.
That's a challenge. Challenge. All right.
But we were also very different. The different women, and like Oya Joro, who is watching, she was one of the first people who I connected with here in Atlanta. I did not want to come here.
She did not.
I did not want to leave my home, but my job brought me here, and I complained and fought. And my first week here, all I knew is that if you move into a new space, you need to cleanse it. So I was going to go buy some sage, so I Googled Botanica. Praying
Come on, Google.
that some mean Spanish people weren't going to be in there. And I went in there, and Baba Doobie was like, I was like, this is an interesting feel with these black people. And he was like, do you know what you need? I was like, no, do you know what I need? Well, you have on this Wonder Woman shirt, and I happen to have this Wonder Woman thing here. And I was like, oh, this feels kind of spooky and cute, you know. And there was a flyer that had Moves, Moves, and Magic on it. And I took the flyer, and I called my best friend in New Orleans and was like, I don't have shit else to do. I don't know nobody. So I'm going to take the class. I'm thinking that I'm going to learn about chakras and crystals and stuff, which we did. But like, and Charlotte will tell you, when I came the first time, I was like dressed all in black. It was super low key. Like, I don't know what is. I came in here. It was like, the hell is going on? I don't know what this is, but it's beautiful, and it made me feel some kind of way. Because I had been raised Christian Catholic my whole life. I went to church with all the colonizers and learned their way. Okay? And I learned their way. So I attended church with a and that, you know, so all of those things, and I hadn't felt much. So Charlotte was inviting us to go to things and do things, and then I began to connect with the girls that were in my class, and then I started to be able to find me. Because I knew I was like a boss somewhere down in there. But I felt broken. I felt alone. I felt frightened. And I did not know how I was going to go on. But if it had not been for Macy, if it had not been for Nay and Rico, who were like, hey girl, what's going on with you? Got very, very sick. It was actually the day of my father's passing. But I got very, very sick, and it was like my worst fear come. You're in Atlanta by yourself. Well, what are you going to do? And like this, they were on the door. I don't know how you couldn't get in this building. It was like 4
yeah. Yes. Literally.
And they done got through the security. We got you. And so I knew I was going to be okay. It was right before I can't tell you the things that I've learned and the relationships that I've been able to build, even with sisters who I don't see all the time, like Shayo, who has taught me how to play a singing bowl. You know what I mean? Like, things like that. And like Maya, who I wasn't in the sojourn with them, we have all come together. Vaughn has taught me, reminded me that I could be a woman and that I could be sexy. And the things that I thought had been taken from me by a doctor were not gone. She didn't know me, nothing about me, but I was welcome in this space. And so now my baby sister, who lives in California, is taking this class and is part of the sojourn. And now my other little sister from Mobile is in this room right now.
Girl.
So that she can be a
I'm
part of
really
it.
trying not to cry over it.
It's okay. It happens here. We're all good with it.
But it has grown me, and you don't know that I got this tremendous offer last evening.
What?
The regional field director for a gubernatorial.
Come on. Come on.
So I had no idea that was
hashtag Team Waterhead. That's very true.
But those things, and none of those opportunities couldn't even come about because I wasn't brave enough to think that I deserved it. And M3 has taught me that the black woman is God.
Come on.
It has taught me that the power is in me. I am the magic. I bring it all with me. And when I bring all my sisters together, you don't want it with us.
Listen.
Squad for life, right? But yeah, so it's done tremendous things for me, and watching it. Like now I'm watching my sister evolve, you know? We're evolving together. It's a beautiful thing. And black excellence is at an all-time high. And we are learning from each other and becoming from each other. And so That's it. That's my little testimony.
I share.
Yes.
So Macy said before, because I know she don't usually like to talk much, but Macy, if you want to type anything else, you can. But she said, yes, we needed each other, and she said, you're the outgoing me, which is pretty true. Yeah. Sure.
I'm so sorry I have to leave you all.
That's okay. Thank you for coming.
Contact because this is so needed.
Awesome.
So needed. I thank
You can
guys
get you a
so
little more
much.
juice as you go if you need to, whatever you need to
I'm
get.
actually going to find out more about my ancestors.
Oh, okay.
Great.
Oh, awesome. So, okay. Tamara said, come on now. Congratulations, Ty. And run the world.
Girl.
Macy says, that's all. And I love you all. that's her input. Okay, let's see. So that is spring 17. There was a summer 17, wasn't it? No, was it summer? Did we skip the fall? I don't remember. 2017. There was no summer, so we went to fall. Yes.
Yeah,
Well, Jasmine hasn't started typing yet, so Jasmine's got to get to typing. And so in the meantime, we're going to let Boot Camp Tracy give it to us. Come on. H2O.
H2O. Oh my God.
Look, you plug. Get your plug, girl. Get your plug.
I'm not going to. I'm known to be a little long-winded, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to keep it simple. My name is Tracy. They call me Boot Camp Tracy.
Yes,
and that
we
name
do.
actually came from starting here with M3. M3 has shown me so much stuff that I didn't even know about myself. It's amazing. You know, I started off saying I'm going to be a truck broker. To being just doing something because I had skills of driving trucks and all that stuff. But, you know, the thing is, I love physical fitness. I love to work out. I've always, even when I drove over the road, I've always stayed in shape, and everybody would look, well, how do you do that? So when I talked to Cheryl about it during my sojourn, she was like, don't you think you might want to do that for a living? Like, you could do more with it. So anyway, to make a long story short, I became Boot Camp Tracy because I started doing boot camp classes, and everybody, my sisters would come, they would support me, and they would actually be here.
She would beat us up.
I'd be beating them down.
She don't take no excuses.
And I don't take no excuses.
I had a whole
She don't care about your. She don't care about your asthma attack. She don't care about your spirit possession. She don't care nothing about your hurt foot.
No.
She said, "Oh, that's cute. You got fibroids. We gonna keep moving." She said,
"Cute." Yeah, but you know, I'm a strong believer of we all do what we want to do when we want to do it, no matter what the circumstances are. When we really want to do something, we go for it. So excuses, I really love the poem. Excuses to me are really tools of incompetence. So when you use an excuse to me, I'm going to reverse it. And not making an excuse. I'm going to make you work. And make this is what you want, so this is what I'm going to give you. I'm going to help you give it to yourself. That's something that M3, I believe, is powerful in instilling in me. Something I've had in myself, and it's something that, you know, we grow from one another. When I got to M3, I just saw I had a friend who was somebody I was dating, and then it was I ain't dating no more, but I believe I got a sisterhood. They told me about it. I went and got to put in a part of it, and I love it. You know, it was like I met Cheryl in the store, and she was sitting there, and she like, okay, you can come on and come. And I'm like, really, what's this? And she's like, oh yeah, come to the interest meet. And I came, and I have been in love since. And it's taught me so much about just being spiritual, including that in my growth, being unapologetic, not just to others, but just do what I feel is in my heart. You know, have faith within myself. You know, step out and do things that I never thought that I would ever do. And know that even without a job at the time of my sojourn, I came up with that money every month.
What you say, Pastor?
I don't know. I don't even know where it came from half the time. I know I just be like, cash out or whatever. I got it, and it happened. And you know, when you want something again, it'll come. You know, you pray, it's going to come. And I'm just a strong believer now. But M3 definitely saved lives. We support one another. One of the I forgot to introduce my class. We are the Sexy Six. We are fall 17.
Oh, come on. Where the 66 came from? Come on. sexy six.
And I hear the sexy six.
Okay. Okay. Excuse me, shit.
I'm just saying,
Right. It's on now.
Right.
Everybody renaming.
Yeah, it's on now.
Right.
We had different levels. It was like two of us were like the big sisters, and this Charles, she named us
The
big
tattoo
sister,
trio.
the middle sisters and the little sisters. You know, we blended. It was amazing. You know, and we all taught each other, and we all support each other even from afar. I mean, my yacht was all the way in North Carolina, and she still was a big sister. You know what I'm saying? She still was supportive. Aoife Shaw don't even know that I was like a fan of hers online. Like I used to, like literally, I used to watch Aoife Shaw's life, and I still do Aoife Shaw. Like you don't even know I'm a fan of you. I heard that one time. She didn't know who I was. I think we was at the Ocean Fest. I was like, I'm like your biggest fan. She's like, thank you. She was like, I mean, when you meet her, you will love her, and I mean, and then she is so inspiring and just
And infectious.
Yes, and she's something that you would just be like, oh, I'm gonna be like her when I grow up. Like, you know, she's that person. So, you know, you'll have so many different people that you will meet with that M3 that will match you. Like you, and I mean, you'll be going through. I mean, I literally was Carla's jobless, still getting money and got a ride everywhere. Like seriously,
Yeah.
like how?
Like really for real.
Yeah, like seriously. And I look up. I had like 4 people calling me. You straight? You getting there? You okay? I be like, well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. You all right? You all right? They just call you. You know, and I'm like, wow. You just say it. It's like a energy that everybody connects with, and they're like, well, I might call such and such, see if she feels like this. I might just feel that you have something. I just call you. That's another thing. Follow your heart. When you feel one of your sisters or somebody in your life or something, you think about them hard enough, it's for a reason. Call them. And with our M3 thing, we do that with one another, and it just meshes all the time. So you always have that love and that support and that thing, you know. And M3 is all. And when I say M3 saves lives, this is a sisterhood, a motherhood, an auntie-hood, a grandmotherhood, every type of womanhood you ever can imagine. And that's no exaggeration. You know,
really
and I mean that from my heart. And, you know, it's been everything for me. So please join me. My boot camp is called H2O.
Yeah. Come on. Plug.
It stands for From Heart to Ori. Your head is your Ori. So it's on
Yes, I know, right?
So it's from heart to Ori.
Right.
And that came from just getting my spirituality through Ifa and just growing and just, you know, and if people ask, what does H2O mean? Well, let me tell you a little bit about it. You know, so it's inspiring. I'm excited about it, and come on out, let me beat you down in boot camp. But you will see results.
Yeah, you will see results.
You will see results. So that's it.
Yes.
Thank you. Y'all done missed all my makeup.
Oh, Kabiesi Shango.
Oh.
So Shango Yomi has joined us. Before I read Jasmine's thing, we did skip a sojourn. It was a winter sojourn, but none of the ladies are present at the moment. Shango Yomi is one of the originals, so she's on. So if you're able, I know you sneaking. if you can just type in your short words, if you want to do that, go ahead and type that in. I'll read that for them. You know, something from your original group, you know, to add on to the thing. So Jasmine says, M3 has been an intimate spiritual sisterhood that has allowed me to explore, develop, and expand my black girl magic. I've always been in sisterhood groups, but M3 is unique in that it explores the lessons of the primordial mothers. It teaches us the ways of the ancients. It's been my Sankofa made manifest. I've literally been able to go back and get it.
Come on.
She said, on top of the spiritual tools and lessons, we have a good old time. Yes, I haven't laughed so much. Like the sister said before me, everything we need is in the sister circle. Okay, greetings. Okay. Lots of getting it for Tracy and what she doing. Okay, all right, cool. So I'll wait for your message. She said she's actually on her break. She ain't sneaking, is what she's saying. So, okay, cool. Let's see. So that is, but Mayada's not on. Ria's not here. Everybody's busy. This is the crazy. Let me just share. So this is the craziest thing for me. So I said, man, I want to see women like do it and shit, like live their life, like get their, get what they're doing and like get out there and not be afraid. And then I was like, but wait a minute. I mean, everybody busy. Right, like literally. So Ree started her cleaning business. So she's out. She got a bunch of clients. She's out doing that. Shayomi, in the process, became certified massage therapy. She's at work doing what massage therapists do. Who else is not here that's usually here? Serenity is holding down the chakra shop and little 5 points on Euclid Avenue. Okay. Yeah, she's doing that, getting her spiritual life mama on. And yes. So I literally was like, wait a minute. Where are the people though? They busy. They out there doing what I said I wanted them to do. I'm so glad you made it. Did you hear me? I don't know if you was on at all. I was like, where is she?
I was back. She had sent something. I was back here when I was trying to decide. Trying to send her a message like, call me if you need me.
Yeah. But you made it.
I made it.
Yes, you made it. Because I was like, don't worry me now. You said you was here yesterday. You got here safely now. Where you at?
I can tell you, they pre-charged my card. So I had to have some more Wi-Fi money so I can reload my card and go punch in the room and say, I didn't get a room until 10 o'clock.
Oh my goodness.
So I was just running behind and I went to the wrong place. I know where I'm going.
Oh Lord. Oh no. I have a low battery situation going on.
I'm going to wait.
Yeah, the longer one would be great. If y'all can y'all let go of the heater for a second so I can take the cord?
I know one thing
Ooh, yeah, I was gonna say careful.
You be careful going into it.
Okay. Well, yes, hold on 1 second. Pause for the calls. So if I do this, then I can take this heavy thing off here and I'll hold it. Okay, what you saying? Look, flip it.
Definitely not going to get too much because y'all are going to mess up.
What'd you say?
My wife crying. It's okay. It's all right. But I definitely want to say that I was not apprehensive. Because I've seen what it's done for my sister. I was excited to come to the meet and greet and to learn more about the M3. But to be able to sit in this space and hear these different... I knew I was going to hear women's stories. I knew I was going to hear it. I didn't know if it was going to be like a sales pitch or what. But to see the honesty and the vulnerability of women. And when I'm sitting here and I was listening to you, sister, and I just started crying because I felt safe. I couldn't understand what it was that I was feeling. I felt safe around a group of women. This spiritual journey for me has been a very, very long one. I have had some ups and I have had some downs, but I am seeing
I've had some highs and some lows.
I've had some good days.
Yes, come on. Yes, I told you.
Don't get it.
Give it to us. Look, Ifashai, I know Ifashai about to start typing. Come on. Ooh, the M3 choir is coming together, girls. Coming together. Yes.
We'll be the M3 choir.
Okay.
And I'm in a very vulnerable place in my life right now. And to be around so many women that have faith.
Reconnecting.
Okay.
Keep the thought, keep the energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
But what I was saying is I know for a fact I'm in a very vulnerable place in my life right now. And as the sister was talking, I felt this safety. I could be vulnerable around women. I'm not going to say this was like a last resort for me. It was, I literally came up here on faith with the help of my sister. And I'm like, I don't know why I'm coming, but I'm going. I don't know why I'm coming. I'm thinking I'm coming for one thing, but I'm realizing this is a universal setup. Like, I done got
right.
I done got set up for the setup. Every interview that I have personally had, everyone who has spoken has touched on something that I'm having an issue with. And I'm like, sister, you have no excuses. I have no excuses. And the vulnerability part. I don't normally see so many women that are egoless when it comes down to their struggle. But I'm not sensing any just unnecessary ego, any I'm better than you. I am feeling so comfortable in that I was ugly and broken and tapped into my potential. And I'm like, you know what? I feel like I'm at home. And I'm just thankful. I'm just thankful, and I'm excited to see where this is going to go.
Oh, I did good. I kept that song right on in. That was good. Woo. I'm bad with that. I'm bad with that. All right. So, Shango Yomi has given us her book. I'm always messing with her because I'd be like, okay, just give us like, a few sentences. She'd be like, okay. 10 minutes later. But it's always good. It's always good. It's always a good, welcoming, like loving energy in it. So she says, M3 for me was something I need in order for me to believe in women again. I was one of those people that always called women chicks, that girl, old girl, but now it's hardly ever that I refer to women in this way. I found a trust in women again and found that I have true sisters in M3. I've missed out on a lot in my life due to the lack of trust in women. In my life, my heart is filled with love for my sisters. It has helped me to be a better woman, friend, mother, sister, and aunt. I've cried many days, but I've always had my sisters that have had my back. M3 changes and saved my life. Okay, so with the church. M3 choir, devotional starting now. You know it's going to be turned tomorrow morning. Okay. Let's see. Jasmine says, welcome home to you. Tess, she said, welcome home. And yes. So to my response, Chago Yomi says, hell, I didn't used to talk. And then she's like, damn it, I'm crying. Hashtag Team Waterhead. So that is, who's still left? Oh, Current. The Current ladies. So I shared that you don't have to be long, right? But again, so far we have heard from the originals who graduated in 2016, April 2016. Their sojourn started in 2015. So you've heard from them all the way through to the last graduate group, which was 2017, November. Okay? So that's the Sexy Six, apparently. That's what they're calling themselves. The Sexy Six. Okay, so, oh yeah, baby. We have another join us. Oh yes, come on, Summer 16 coming through. So this is Akua. Oh yeah, baby. She says, I came for one reason, but discovered so many other reasons. I was actually led to join. Forever thankful. Let's see. Jasmine says, I've been using my shea butter test. Everywhere I go, people comment on how good I smell. I love it. Thank you, Akua. She told me my hair is banging. Appreciate you. I try not look like, auntie out here. Okay. Jasmine, we fine or whatever. Okay. So you want to go first? It is only you two you're representing. All right, let me see. Can I make sure we don't have no situations? This is Ego and Femi.
Yeah, this is Ego and Femi. This has been a journey already, and I've enjoyed it, much like everyone else. I knew I wanted to do it when I saw it. I gotta do this, But literally, right before we started class, I got laid off from my job. They still have not paid me my funds. You know, and I was like, I'm gonna press through. Like, we're gonna do what we need to do, cut back where we need to cut back, so I can make it happen. You know, I got down here, I had to come down there. I still feel like a little disconnected because I'm in my shell. Like, I really don't, like, I help and I do things, but I still keep my personal things real personal. And I had a breakthrough last night that, like, you wouldn't believe that I've been holding on to. Not realizing like why I can't. I want to learn this. I want to learn that. No, you need to grow somewhere. Like you need to open up. You know, you can't really have what you say you want and want to help the way you do if you can't open yourself up. You can't tell people things. You can't share. Like I'm just so thankful. Like I feel so much better. I'm so glad I made it down here. I'm coming no matter what. I don't care. I'm gonna get down there. I'm gonna get down there. And I'm really thankful for this space. You know, and having this. Because I'm the only child growing up, so I'm just used to doing things by myself. I go out of town by myself, do everything by myself. So this is really good. I mean, this is just like a blessing. I don't think there's anything better than sisterhood. And being able to connect and realize not just my potential, but everyone else's. Like we can do things together. Like you feel empowered just knowing that, like we got this. If we got like yes. That's it.
Okay.
But I give thanks.
All right. Ladies, is the sound better? I mean, I know I'm usually pretty loud, but did that help? They're saying they couldn't hear as well. And the ladies who are speaking now, they are midway. So you're hearing what it's like at only like 3 months or so in.
Still in midway. Oh, wait.
Well, theirs is 7 months.
I was just gonna ask, from when you started to where you are now, what's been? Well, you already kind of said it, but what's been one of the biggest things you had to realize about yourself?
I thought I was a really great communicator. I thought I really understood very well. I was like, I always see two sides of things. Like I really was in my head about that, and I realized that that there's. You think that you have mastered something like because you've learned it, you've done something for so long, but there's always room to grow. There's always more. There's always a next step, the next level. And when you're going through that process, sometimes you have to deconstruct the old ways. Because sometimes you don't realize I'm wearing the glasses from my past. And I'm seeing everybody based off of this. And you think, well, no, I'm good, I'm fine, everything's good. But you take those glasses off and really look and see and you can do that. When you open yourself up.
Makes sense.
Yeah, you
makes
have to
sense.
open up.
Thank you.
All right, Shangolaye.
Hi, I'm Shangolaye. I don't communicate as much as I should as far as like the group me, but I'm working on that. I would say I'm the baby out the group. I'm the youngest. I'm only 20, but I can say coming and going through this process, it's been a very growing experience for me. Like everyone family said, like as far as like the communication, like you feel like, okay, I'm good, I can express this, but then you get around people where you need to express dire situations, and it's like, dang, y'all done caught me.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. Like how she said, it's always room for growth. And I went through things, even though I'm so young, but I know that my past isn't who I am today. I can say that this experience has allowed me to grow. I have seen a lot of things, and my eyes are open, like what she said, as far as taking those glasses off. I'm thankful for having it at a young age, because I can only imagine where I'm going to be at in my life when I do get to y'all age and be able to spread the information. It's a wonderful experience for me. I've been going through it. I've had my crazy situations, and I'm still getting through it. But even though I'm going through it, I'm still grateful for what I do have. Like, even though I fucked up my car, fights, this, that, and the third. Like, even though I'm going through this rainy period in my life, I still feel like it's making me grow. Like the water that's coming down is for me to grow into a better person. And I just love it. I'm opening up more. I'm working on my communication, so I will be talking more. But yeah, it's a wonderful experience for me. I'm so glad I came across it. And I didn't like how y'all came into the store, or some of you guys came into the store and seen the paper. Like, I didn't know about M3. I was talking about Baba about a dream I had, and it was just so vivid for me. And he was like, "You need to talk to Sharo," and I was like, "Okay." And she told me, she was like,
Moves and magic.
Yeah.
Got your tongue twister. Come on.
And so I'm thinking I'm finna come and learn about crystals and herbs and like different EFI stuff, and it's like, no, baby, you finna get your life together. It makes you want to do better, because you see and you conversate with so many people that has a love for life and is doing something that they really have passion for, and you see that and you feel like it's no excuse for me not to do that. Like, okay, they can do their thing, I can do mine too, and still be able to make money and live a comfortable life. It ain't gotta be all extra extravagant, but you know, I'm growing, so I'm the baby.
Yes.
Type of advice y'all can, but I also have been through things in my life where I would be able to give you guys advice. Even though I'm the youngest one, I still have a few things to say.
Listen, you know I understand. Like literally, there are women who come to just to say, "Don't be fooled by how young Sharo look." I'm like, I understand.
I told somebody that yesterday. Like, I understand that she looks like that, but she still thinks she can eat out. She is supreme, right?
Oh Lord.
But yeah, that's all I got to say. It's a beautiful experience for me, and I can't wait to get to the. I feel like we're gonna be 8 months the way it's going. I'm just throwing that in there.
Your sister said it.
I feel like we're gonna be 8 months because we're backwards. Like it's been a complete swap. Like what we're learning about is like,
yeah.
Oh shit, we gotta get our life.
Yeah, they didn't get that lovely time of like, oh, let's talk about Obatala for 2 weeks and let's talk about this. No, they like jumped into like, get your life right now on today. On today. So
yeah, that's all I got to say.
okay, let's see. Can I move back to my seat without anything going awry? All right. Okay, so stop telling me low battery. You are charging, oh. Okay. Tamara says opening up and talking more gets you help, answers, strength, and healing. Keep connected. Jasmine said, get your life. And Ashe's and so true and things like that happening. That is pretty much everything about the meet and greet. Yes.
I just have a quick question.
Yes.
Do we get things such as prayers and help on the Yoruba dialect and things of that nature?
Oh, somebody actually care about that, girl, yeah. I say that because, like, really for real, like, people are like, well, I came to learn about the Orisha. And then, like I said, we get like 2 Orisha in and they be like, huh? Let's get back to this sisterhood stuff, this self-development stuff, this, I got this problem. So, yes.
I got you.
Yes. In the information that I give you, especially, like, we started with the major, what's considered like the major 7 or 8 or so Orisha, and you get Oriki for them. That's like their praise names to help you pray. You get, like a prayer template of how to start interacting with the Orisha. I make sure you set up your ancestral altars and that those things are good and well. I don't know, somebody else told me I'm drawing a blank. Folks is talking. Oh, the Orisha. If you don't know who your Orisha is, we found out who your Orisha is. And then...
Technically, yes. When I got my reading done, I was told that I had 2. That it was a split between Oya and Oshun. Depending on where I was in my life right then, but there were things that were going on. and she explained that I have a very, very old spirit, and that I more so had a Wudun. It was a lot of information.
Okay.
So since that's what I was told, I do veneration and I give offerings to both of them. I have an Oshun space and an Oya space, so we're completely different. I don't combine the two. So I just know how to recognize when either one of them are working in my life, depending on the situation.
Oh, you know it's all Oya right now, giving you all kinds of goodness.
The changes.
Yes. So yes, you get those things. I make sure you know how to greet people and shrines, and then essentially, like, I have my base. So I like to say I have my base of like basic information. A lot of things are like foundations in something, or let me give you a taste, right? Based on your level of understanding and interest, we can go further. So even though I'm facilitating it, like, I'm doing just that, facilitating. So if people show me that we need to go in on these herbs a little bit more, like 3 weeks, then that's what we're gonna do. If it's like she was saying in their sojourn now, it's like flipping, because literally the sojourn started and like 2 people started talking, and then it was like everybody went through shit the next day. Like it was like, okay, so we had to like shift the order that I normally teach in. And so that's, things change according to that. If we need to spend a lot of time on Obatala, I think in your class, we did that. Spend a lot of time on Obatala and Ori, getting your mind together. How do you keep a clear mind? Also, we kind of focused on that for like a more lengthy time than was scheduled, so it just depends. But I always tell people, like, ask the questions. I'm teaching you, again, it's a template. It can be filled with many things. So if at any point you're like, I wonder, well, maybe she's going to get to that later. No, ask me. If it's something I want to wait till later, I'll say, well, this, but we are going to have a class on that, but ask me so I know what your interests are. So I know all that you want to get from this. The originals class, I mean, their theme for their class was self-care. So by the time we got, the originals, I love my originals. I didn't share with you all, like, the originals class supposed to be 2.5 hours, and it's my trial run. I know it was like, we meeting Saturday, Sunday, whatever. We ain't had no steady day. We might meet, we might not meet. I don't know. But if that thing said 10 a.m., at 4 p.m., we were still together. If it said 2:30 p.m., at midnight, we were still together. It was intense. By the time we got to trying to mess around with some freaking herbs or aromatherapy or whatever, it was like, what? Okay, so we just did a workshop where we came and mixed stuff and made body butters if that's what we needed, or we made a rubbing oil or something like that, or we just did different things like that. So that changed how that class went for them. Other groups, some groups I was able to bring the stuff out and we sit and go through the things. Some groups it was like, yeah, no, go try this tea. Because we were dealing with whatever we were dealing with in the group. But you always get like the basics information. Like, even if we don't go in depth, you'll have, a sheet of herbs to start with. Or you'll have, a thing like a reference guide, basically. So all that stuff still happens. But if you don't say, no, I need to go more into this, we may or may not, depending on what else is happening in the group. That makes sense? Right, I'm looking at y'all too, because y'all still, we ain't got to no skill yet. We ain't even touched a stone or nothing. Which is
the skill of self-healing.
Yes. Well, and I call it skills, like your toolkit. So that part we haven't reached with them, even though they're 3 months in. Usually we would have at least done crystals and candles and colors or something. We haven't touched any of that yet. So, let's see. Macy says, Oya plays no games. Ready or not, here I come.
Amen. If only you knew the shake up.
Right. Let's see. Okay, so I ask for the flexibility in, even though I give you this lovely thing that says this is kind of how it's gonna go, just go with it, roll with it. I ask for transparency. Just be transparent with me. I don't do well, like, in general with, like, manipulation and, like, half the story and things like that. Just tell me what the hell's going on. Like, especially if you're asking for advice. Just tell me what the hell's going on. Because two things happen. One is I could give you advice solely on what you said because Sharo is working on self-care. And goddamn, sometimes I can't be no open reader all the time when people telling me about their business. So you told me A, B, and C, so I'm going to give you advice on A, B, and C. But if you had mentioned D through F, advice might be different. Okay? The other thing that happens is because Sharo is Sharo, you'll be talking to me and the whole time I'll be like, why they lying? What is, all that's going on too? Okay. Well, I let them figure out when they want to tell me the rest of the story. Like, I'm going to hear it. So just tell me. And I say that not in like I know everything, because that's not true. I say it in this is a place for you. This is about you, like, building yourself. Who are you trying to be? What do you want to have? Who do you want around you? If you come to this place that you choose every month to pay your monties to come be a part of, and you gonna lie and manipulate and not give, don't come here. Just don't even, because it undermines the whole point. Okay, it's for you to, like, level up yourself. And so you want to keep it safe. You want to keep it sacred. You want to keep it. You want to honor it as much as you honor yourself as well. So that you can get the things that you want. And so it's kind of hard to, like, do all those other things here. It's work. It is work. Like they said, I am the purpose bully. I can be a little intense. Everybody just be quiet. Just be quiet. I can get very mama on you. I can get real big sister on you too. It's two different things. Okay. I can, I'm always going to press you to do, achieve, work towards, work through whatever it is you say you want to do. You tell me that it's chickens on today and you want to have a chicken coop and this is what you working on, I'm be like, yes, let's do this chicken coop. Here this number, here this person can build it for you. Just like that, like literally. Like that's how I move. You say, I have a dream. I go, yes, let me help you fulfill it. Like, just like that. If you say, well, I thought that was what I wanted to do. I don't want, we scrapping chicken coop? Cool, what we doing now? Like, I'm good with that. You got to explore.
You are. You called me at 9:30 the other night, like, so, I heard that you were trying to do this. I was like, yo. She said, so. And I was just like, I'm just here to do this. She said, well, this is what you do. I was not expecting that call, but she sure called me. And I was pumped after we got off the phone. I was like, yes.
Flyer out the next day. She was like, well, I just wanted to look, girl, it ain't got to be perfect. And I said, and this is what I said to her. I said, you have enough of, I guess, what did I use? Class or you feel you have enough respect for yourself or esteem or whatever, that even if it ain't excellent, that shit ain't raggedy.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Just put it out there. And then I always think about this, because I be obsessing, table, the flyer gotta look just so, and all this stuff. And then you be like, you know what? This shit is 3 days from now. Just put that shit out there. Ain't nobody gonna fucking remember it. Just do it. Oh, I'm sorry. I got loose. My bad. I'm gonna reel it back in. And like literally, so we talked about it, and then she was like, bam, flyer. Yes. Because we get in our way. We be like, but I need this certification first, and I need this thing first, and I have to take this person's class, so I'm legit, and I have to first, and no, just fucking move, do it, tell people, say something, go, just do it, and then you learn. Okay, so that was too fast. That was too much. Okay, maybe this don't matter. Like, maybe, you know? And so, like, for instance, y'all see this table back here. When I first started doing these, I would spend all this money and I would do the table, and I was taking half the veggies and stuff back home, more than half actually, like most of it back home and all this stuff. And I was like, you know what? Stop spending your money on this. People ain't eating it. Like, just bring, a few little things. And then it was like, okay, now I do that for me. You ain't got to eat a damn thing on that table. I take all that shit home and it'll be delicious. It's fine. It's fine. Because I want the table to look like that. I want when people walk in to see that there's care put into it, So even if it's only 2 people, we gonna eat everything we want. I'm gonna give it away, or I'm gonna eat it, or whatever. Like, it's gonna go wherever it goes. And but I had to come to value that for myself. See, at first I thought it was something I had to do because I was like, well, I don't want people to think that, like, I'm poor, or that I'm cheap, or that, it's thrown together. You come to people's stuff and you be like, what the hell? This is...
They didn't even have no coffee.
Right. Little thrown that. They call this a meet and greet, I thought I had to do that. I really didn't. I didn't have to. I just thought I did. Now I want to do it. And that's a totally different thing. So I don't care what that bill looked like. If it cost me $200 to put that table together, then okay. When I choose to do it, I ain't want to do that. But one of my angels came through and pushed me, so it looks like that today. So things like that. Like, you create and explore and know, like, what you want to put out there for yourself, how you want to be in the world, And so I just try to help you do that in whatever way, especially when it comes to those places that cause us to, like, stop or be like, I can't yet, or, sometimes it's really just shit we got in our heads. It's not even a real thing at all. Like, I would have never done this and not had a piece of paper for y'all to have to take home. But I was like, I want to meet and greet. I don't want to read shit off of paper. I don't want to do that. I don't want people to focus on these numbers and stuff like that. No, I want you to just feel the energy of the ladies and come get this greatness and see. And then, if you're serious, you gonna make sure you have my information. Right?
And the PayPal information.
So, that's kind of where I was. Like, I would have let something like not having a flyer stop me, and I would have canceled it. But you see, we didn't need it. I would have let the fact that when did I decide this? Like, last week? I don't know. I threw this, I don't know when I said. I'm just like, yeah, sure, let's do it. I don't know. I usually plan things out. I'd be looking at the moon cycles and stuff, and whatever. Because it says, don't make no major decisions during Mercury retrograde.
Right.
I don't believe that. I'm just saying. I don't believe that. I think that before Mercury retrograde comes into play, you're already in the process of doing something, receiving something, creating something anyway, and you're just on that forward thing.
Exactly.
Now, I wouldn't be like, get divorced during Mercury, I wouldn't be like, let's do that. Because it's some other things you want to... Look. It's some other things. No, hear me. Because I am. There's some other things within that you want to go your way that deal with the communicate up thing after 2 hours. So we're hitting the 2-hour mark now. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the YouTube.
Hi y'all. Bye.
And then if you have any further questions, you can obviously ask and continue to eat stuff. Also,
This is a blessing.
For anyone online. Yeah, it was gone. I was so sad. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at higherground7@gmail.com. That's HIGHERGROWND, 7 @gmail.com. You can follow me on Instagram, also at higherground7. And, don't worry about Facebook. You can go to Moves and Magic on Facebook and see all my little motivational things and stuff like that. But mostly Instagram is where you're going to get your information. If you need to start this from the beginning, Omishara Rhymes on YouTube. You can share share with friends. Again, this is offered online, and yes, you can be connected to women online, and yes, you will still feel like part of the class even if you're online. It is possible. So just let me know that you want to sign up. Again, the deadline is April 15th. April 15th. We will begin on April 18th. I don't like tardiness, so please get everything squared away by April 15th so we can begin on April 18th and get our thing going on. All right, y'all have a good day. Thank you, ladies, for coming and keeping the online folks engaged and stuff. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good day. Okay.